Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you are doing well. So in this video, we'll understand what is Python, what are the characteristics of a Python. We'll see the history of the Python. We'll understand under the hood how Python code get executed. So let's get started. So understand what is Python. So Python is basically a high level interpreted programming language. What is Python? Python is interpreted programming language, which is known for the simplicity, readability, and versatility. What is the versatility means? It can work in the various domain like data analytics, data science, machine learning, generative AI, robotics, and web development. So that's why the Python has a very huge demand in the industry. Now we'll understand the characteristics of a Python. So Python is easy to read and write. Python is very similar to human level language, and the syntax of a Python is very straightforward and clean. That make the developer life easy for read and write. Interpreted. Python code execute line by line, which make it quick write and test the code without needing to compile it first. So basically, whenever you write the code, a Python complete source file, it get executed line by line. It don't compile and then it's execute. Next, cross-platform. Python can run on multiple operating systems. Python can run on Linux, Windows, and Macs. Doesn't matter which operating system you are carrying. Next, extensive library and framework. So Python has very huge libraries and framework support. So starting from Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib, coupling, Seaborn, TensorFlow, scikit-learn, LangChain, LangGraph, Crew AI. So from the data analytics to generative AI and agentic AI, it has an extensive framework that can support and make the life of a developer easy to code. Next, dynamical type. So basically, whenever you are writing any Python code, there we no need to declare the variable. So we just write, let's say, x equal to 4. So Python directly understood that the type of this variable is int. We no need to declare, but in other programming language, we need to declare the variable, then we need to assign the value into the variable. So that make Python easy. Next, open source. Python is open source and it has very large community which support the Python across the globe. So now let's deep dive into the history of a Python. So if you check Python back in 90s, there was no existence. As we are growing with the year, now the Python is more demanding. Earlier, the Java was more demanding. Still, the Java has an existence. Now, because of AI evolving the industry, the demand of Python is increasing day by day. So as you see, as the year goes, the Python demand is increasing and increasing. So if you check the Programming Language Hall of Fame 2024, Python is the winner. If you see back in 1990 and 1985, there is no existence of Python. But from 1995, it has come into the existence, and in 2025, it is the #1 programming language. Now, I have taken this snap from the Twitter, which show that in the industry, 25.95%, I believe that is more than that, the Python is taking the place into the programming language. This is the reason we should code into the Python, we should learn the Python. Now let's understand that how, whenever we write any code, how it get executed into the Python. So let's say that we have one source code. Let's say that we have written test.py. Under this, we have written print hello world, right? As soon as we write this, this is called the source code. Once we start to run this code, it get to the Python interpreter. As we know that the machine can only understand the machine level language, that is also 0 and 1. But how this code is get executed? So first it goes to the compiler. Compiler change this code into the bytecode. So as I said, the Python is an interpreter language where each line of code, line by line, compiler change into the bytecode. And this bytecode is transferred to the or passed to the PVM, Python virtual machine, where this change into the machine level language. This machine level language processed by the CPU, and we get the result. This is what it is showing over here. We have a source code. That source code we pass to the Python interpreter. There is a compiler. There is a compiler. Compiler change that code line by line into bytecode. And that bytecode is passed to the PVM, Python virtual machine. PVM change that into the machine level language, that is 0101, and that is passed to the CPU, and CPU process and give the result. Whether you're writing a simple programming, a simple code, or a complex code, it processes the similar way. So let's say if you have a multiple line of code and this line of code is having some error, the compiler will stop over here and it will throw the error. It will throw the error into the console. Then once we resolve this error, again the compiler will start to change this all into the bytecode, and it will pass to the PVM for the machine level code, and then the CPU will process this and give the result. So I hope you understand under the hood how Python code get executed. I hope you understand what is Python, why do we need to learn the Python. Let's connect to the next video where we'll write our first Python code. Thank you so much.